Did you know that the richest 1% of the population owns more than half of the world's wealth? That's a startling statistic, isn't it? Now, let's ponder on this. Is it merely about the money, or is there something more, a certain mindset perhaps, that sets the wealthy apart? In the next few minutes, we're going to delve into the psyche of the rich. We've compiled a list of 15 things wealthy people never say. This isn't just a rundown of phrases, but rather a window into the thought processes, habits and attitudes that contribute to their success. We'll explore how the wealthy navigate their financial lives. So, prepare yourself for some surprising revelations and valuable insights. Let's dive into the world of the wealthy and learn from their mindset. Wealthy people never say, "I don't need financial advice." Wealthy people understand the importance of expert advice. They recognize that financial acumen is not an inherent trait, but a skill that's honed over time, often with the guidance of those well-versed in the field. They are not afraid to seek advice, to ask questions, to learn from those who have navigated the choppy waters of finance and emerged successful. Contrarily, there are individuals who believe they can manage their finances solo, without advice or guidance. They believe in their ability to make all the right decisions, to predict the unpredictable. But this can be a treacherous path, one riddled with unforeseen circumstances and pitfalls. Wealthy people, on the other hand, understand the benefit of a second opinion, of expert insight. They know that wise counsel can illuminate the path to financial success and help them avoid potential pitfalls. So, the first thing you'll never hear a wealthy person say is, "I don't need financial advice." Wealthy people never say, "I spend every penny I earn." Wealthy people are masters of money management. They understand that their financial well-being is not dictated by how much they earn, but by how they manage what they earn. While the average person may see a paycheck as an opportunity to indulge and spend, the wealthy see it as an opportunity to grow their wealth even further. They prioritize saving and investing. Instead of splurging on the latest gadgets or luxury items, they channel their resources into investments that will yield returns in the future. They understand the power of compounding and the value of a dollar saved today. This is not to say that they don't enjoy the fruits of their labor. They do, but in a calculated and measured way. They know the importance of balance, of enjoying the present while ensuring a secure and prosperous future. So far from spending every penny they earn, they strategically allocate their resources to maximize growth and wealth. Therefore, "I spend every penny I earn" is a phrase you'll never hear from the wealthy. Rich people never say, "I can't afford it." Wealthy people don't see cost as a barrier, but rather as a challenge. They look at a high price tag not as a roadblock, but as a hurdle to be cleared. When faced with something they want but can't immediately afford, they don't shrug and walk away. Instead, they ask themselves, "What do I need to do to afford this?" This is a mindset of possibility, of growth. It's a perspective that sees challenges as opportunities for improvement and advancement. It's a way of thinking that focuses on solutions, not problems. Contrast this with the mindset that views cost as a limiting factor. This perspective sees a high price tag and immediately thinks, "I can't afford it." There's no consideration of how to overcome the obstacle, just an immediate acceptance of defeat. But the wealthy don't think this way. They're problem solvers, not problem acceptors. They're driven by a desire to overcome challenges, not be defeated by them. Hence, wealthy people never utter the words, "I can't afford it." Rich people never say, "That's too expensive." Wealthy people perceive value, not cost. It's an interesting concept, isn't it? When we think of something as too expensive, we're often looking solely at the price tag. But the wealthy, they have a different perspective. They go beyond the numbers. They ask themselves, what value will this bring me? Take, for instance, a high-quality piece of machinery. It might have a hefty price tag, but if it's going to significantly boost productivity and save time, then it's seen as a worthwhile purchase. It's not about how much money leaves your pocket, but about what you get in return. The wealthy understand this. They know that sometimes, to make money, you have to spend money. But it's not reckless spending, it's calculated, it's strategic, it's an investment. So the next time you're about to label something as too expensive, stop. Ask yourself, what value will this bring me? You might be surprised by your answer. So you'll never hear a wealthy person say, "That's too expensive." Wealthy people plan for their future. This is not just about their next vacation or their dream car. but rather about the long term, the time when they'll step back from their active income streams. Wealthy individuals understand the importance of retirement planning, and they prioritize it. They know that their working years are a phase, a time to build, to invest, and to create wealth that will sustain them in their later years. Contrast this with the mindset of not planning for retirement. This is often born out of short-term thinking, focusing only on the present with little regard for the future. But remember, the future is not as far off as it might seem. Time has a way of sneaking up on us, and before we know it, we're looking back, wishing we'd taken those steps towards financial security. That's why you'll never hear a wealthy person say, "I'll never be able to retire." Wealthy people understand that it's not about how much you earn, but how much you save and invest. They know that every penny saved is a penny earned. We often hear stories of high earners who can't afford to retire, or even worse, are deep in debt. On the other hand, there are also stories of people with modest incomes who have managed to accumulate substantial wealth. So, what's the difference between the two? The answer lies in their approach to saving and investing. The wealthy do not see saving as an option, but as a necessity. They prioritize it, setting aside a portion of their income before spending on anything else. They understand the power of compound interest and the importance of starting early. Even if the amount saved initially is small, over time, it can grow into a substantial sum. On the other hand, those who believe that they can't save on their current income often fall into the trap of living paycheck to paycheck. They spend first and save what's left, which often turns out to be little to nothing. They see saving as a sacrifice, not an investment in their future. So if you find yourself thinking that saving is impossible on your income, remember, it's not about making more, but about saving more. Start small, prioritize saving, and let the power of compound interest do its magic. The journey to wealth may not be easy, but with the right mindset, it's certainly achievable. I hope you are enjoying the video. Please like and subscribe. It will help us a lot. Investing is too risky. This is a common fear that holds many back from growing their wealth. But here's the thing. The wealthy understand that while investing does carry risks, not investing is even riskier. Think of it this way. When you don't invest, the value of your money is slowly eaten away by inflation. So, by not investing, you're actually losing money. Now, that's a risk you can't afford to take. On the flip side, investing in the stock market historically provides a return of around 7% annually, even when accounting for inflation and market fluctuations. Sure, there will be ups and downs, but over the long term, the trend is generally upward. The wealthy understand this. They know that to build wealth, they need their money to work for them. They recognize that investing isn't about getting rich quick, but about growing wealth over time. They also know that investing is not a gamble if done wisely. It involves the research, understanding the market, and making informed decisions. Remember, every investor started somewhere. If you're new to investing, start small, learn as you go, and seek advice from financial advisors. You'll soon find that investing isn't as scary as it seems. I wish I had more time to read and learn. This is a sentiment echoed by many, but here's a secret. The wealthy don't have more time than you do. They have the same 24 hours in a day as everyone else. The difference lies in how they choose to use their time. The wealthy understand that knowledge is power, especially when it comes to financial matters. They know that continuous learning is a key aspect of building and maintaining wealth. This could mean reading books, attending seminars, or even listening to podcasts during their commute. They make it a priority to stay informed about financial trends and strategies. If you find yourself wishing you had more time to learn, it might be time to reassess your priorities. Instead of binge-watching that new series, you could be enriching your knowledge with a useful book or an informative podcast. Instead of scrolling aimlessly through social media, you could be researching investment strategies or studying market trends. Remember, the time you think you don't have is often just time that's not being utilized effectively. Make learning a priority, not something you wish you had time for. It's all about making smart choices and being deliberate with how you spend your time. Networking is a waste of time. Many people view networking as a superficial activity, often associated with schmoozing at business events or making small talk at cocktail parties. But here's the reality check. The wealthy view networking differently. They see it as a strategic investment of time, a way to build relationships that could lead to partnerships, investments, or even mentorships. They understand that their network is their net worth. Networking isn't just about handing out business cards or collecting LinkedIn connections. It's about building genuine relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. It's about sharing knowledge, insights, and opportunities. It's about helping others and being helped in return. Networking can open doors to opportunities that you might not have been aware of otherwise. So, next time you think networking is a waste of time, remember that the wealthy view it as a valuable investment. It's not about who you know, but who knows you and what you bring to the table. I don't have any financial goals. Now, it's not uncommon to hear people say this, but let's dive into why this mindset can be a roadblock to financial success. The wealthy have a different approach. They set clear, specific financial goals and then devise a plan to achieve them. They understand that without a target, you're just shooting in the dark. Financial goals give direction to your money and help you monitor your progress. They keep you focused and motivated. Whether it's saving for retirement, buying a house, or starting a business, having a financial goal can make a significant difference in your financial journey. Not having financial goals is like going on a road trip without a destination. You might enjoy the drive, but you'll end up lost, spending more time and resources than necessary. So, if you don't have any financial goals yet, it's time to start setting them. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So, set your financial goals and work towards them. I don't believe in planning for the future. This mindset often stems from a desire to live in the moment, but it can lead to financial turmoil down the line. The wealthy, on the other hand, understand the importance of future planning and its role in maintaining and growing their wealth. They know that the future isn't certain, but that doesn't mean it can't be planned for. They make educated guesses about what the future might hold and then prepare accordingly. They consider the potential risks and rewards and devise strategies to mitigate the former and maximize the latter. They understand that future planning isn't about predicting every detail, but rather about being prepared for a range of possible outcomes. By planning for the future, they set themselves up for success, no matter what the future brings. If you've been avoiding future planning, it's time to rethink your approach. Start by setting clear financial goals, as we discussed in the previous segment. Then devise a plan to achieve those goals, factoring in potential risks and rewards. Remember, the future might be uncertain, but that doesn't mean you can't plan for it. Stay tuned for our next segment, where we'll continue to debunk financial myths. Credit cards are my main source of funding. This mindset is alarmingly prevalent, leading many into a debt spiral. Credit cards are indeed a convenient way to pay for things, but relying on them heavily can lead to high-interest debt, hurt your credit score, and create financial stress. Contrarily, the wealthy use credit cards strategically. They understand that credit cards are tools, not lifelines. They use them for convenience, rewards, and to build their credit history. But they always pay off their balances in full each month to avoid interest charges. They also understand the importance of having multiple sources of income and not relying solely on credit for their expenses. If credit cards are your main source of funding, it's time to make a change. Start by creating a budget and sticking to it. Look for ways to increase your income and reduce your expenses. Consider getting financial advice if you need help managing your debt. Remember, credit cards are tools, not crutches. Use them wisely, and you can reap the benefits without falling into debt. Moving right along, let's tackle another common financial misconception. I will never be rich. It's easy to fall into this negative mindset, especially when faced with financial difficulties. However, this belief is often a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you don't believe you can be wealthy, you're unlikely to take the steps necessary to achieve wealth. The wealthy, on the other hand, have a different perspective. They believe in their potential for financial success and take proactive steps to make it happen. They save, invest, and look for opportunities to increase their income. They're not afraid to take calculated risks or to seek advice when they need it. Wealth isn't just about having a lot of money, it's about having financial freedom, the ability to live the life you want without worrying about money. It's about making smart financial decisions, creating multiple income streams, and investing wisely. So if you find yourself thinking, I will never be rich, it's time to change that mindset. Start by setting financial goals, creating a budget, and learning about personal finance. Believe in your potential for wealth and take the necessary steps to achieve it. Next up, we're going to obliterate the misconception that wealth isn't about mindset. This is a common belief among those who are struggling with their finances. They often feel that wealth is all about having a high-paying job, inheriting a fortune, or winning the lottery. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. The wealthy don't just have more money, they have a different mindset. They understand that wealth is not just about how much money you have, but how you think about and use that money. They're proactive, not reactive. They plan for the future, rather than just living in the present. They're willing to take calculated risks and make sacrifices now for a more secure financial future. They're not afraid to seek advice or learn new skills to improve their financial literacy. They understand that wealth is a journey, not a destination, and that their mindset and actions play a crucial role in that journey. So if you find yourself thinking, wealth isn't about mindset, it's time to change that belief. Start by adopting a growth mindset, setting financial goals, and taking control of your finances. Remember, the power to create wealth is in your hands, and it all starts with the right mindset. Money is the root of evil. This is a mindset that can severely limit your financial growth. It's a saying that has been misinterpreted and is often used to justify poor financial decisions or a lack of ambition. Now, the wealthy view money differently. They see it as a tool, not a moral entity. It's a resource that can be used to create opportunities, provide comfort, and make a difference in the world. Money is not evil in itself. You can help people with your money by donating a portion to charities. Helping your family and friends is a good way to use your money. It's the love of money, at the expense of everything else, that can lead to evil actions. When used responsibly and ethically, money can be a force for good. It can create jobs and drive innovation. So if you find yourself thinking, money is the root of evil, it's time to reconsider. Shift your mindset to view money as a tool for positive change. Remember, your mindset can either be your biggest asset or your greatest liability. Cultivate a rich mindset and wealth will follow. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. I will see you in the next video.